Solitaire ASMR. Before we get started, and before you get comfortable, if you could please leave a like on the video, it would really help the channel. And I would also love for you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot to me, but I'm already so grateful that you guys are watching this video. Thank you so much. Now, I am going to be chewing gum for this video. I noticed that a lot of you liked my last gum chewing video, so I wanted to get back to it. I am also going to be playing some solitaire, but first we have some new additions to the Upper Michigan deck. It's actually more than just a few, so let's get started. We have the Tyler Ray 10 of Spades. Welcome to the deck, Tyler Ray. There's also the Eduardo Romo 2 of Spades. Next, we have the Tuna Fish 10 of Hearts. The Popper 9 of Hearts. The John D Jack of Spades. The Jimmy Jr. 6 of Hearts. The I'm Not Mike Ace of Diamonds. The Binged Ace of Hearts. The Jack Walter 8 of Hearts. The Max Gunner 4 of Hearts. And the Mr. Rage Alcoholic 5 of Spades. That is it. Those are all of the new additions to the Upper Michigan deck. So shout out to all of you for requesting these cards. If anybody would like to be added to the deck still, all you have to do is comment below and let me know which card you would like your name to be added to. Any card without a name is fair game. And as you can see, the deck is already filling up pretty quickly. So don't wait, comment below, and let me know which card you would like your name to be written on. So, now that we've introduced the new members of the upper deck, the Upper Michigan deck, my mistake, I think we can get started playing some solitaire. If you saw my last 2 videos, then you'll know that we have not won a game of solitaire with the Upper Michigan deck. I'm hoping to change that tonight. This deck is already shuffled, so I'm just adding these cards randomly into the deck. And then we'll be ready to play. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the sounds of the gum chewing and this beautiful deck of cards. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we're starting with the Dobby 4 of Clubs and the Sad Doge 9 of Diamonds. I can put this 8 on top of the 9. And then I can put this 10 on the Jack. That gives me another red 9. It's actually the Popper 9 of Hearts. But it looks like those are all my moves. So I'll have to shift into my hand I'm going to be playing a 3-card draw. The 3 can go on the 4, and the Mattia Furla 4 of diamonds can go on the 5. Here's my first ace of the game, the I'm Not Mike Jack, my mistake. It is the I'm Not Mike ace of diamonds. I think that was a slip of the tongue because in the Bermuda deck, there was the I'm Not Mike Jack of spades, I believe. I now have a black 2. I can play on the 3. Here's a black 7 for the 8. My second ace of the game, the Andrea TCB 14 ace of spades. The 3 can go on the 4. Here's a 9 for the 10. Now I can move the 8 over on top of it. And that gives me a black queen, perfect for the king. A red 2, I can play on the 3. That frees up a spot for my king of diamonds. Here's a black 8 for the 9. A red 6 that I can play on the 7. A red jack, I can play it on the queen. A red queen, I can play this jack on top of that. That gives me a black 6. Looks like I can also play this 5 over here. So you can see we have a pretty healthy stack on this side of the frame. There we go. Let's go back through our hand and see what else we can find. Here's a black king. I'm definitely going to play that here so that I can move this stack over on top of it. Here's a 7 for the 8. The 2 of diamonds I can play up top. Here's a black 10. I'll play that on the jack. Now I have to choose which of my 9s to play on the 10. I think I'll go with the sad doge 9 of diamonds. That gives me the tuna fish 87 10 of hearts. The Cuso 3 of diamonds. I'll play up top. Here's my third ace of the game, the Omar Rodriguez ace of clubs. Now I can play the 2. Just going to be looking for the ace of hearts. I can play this red 5 on the 6. That's going to create some movement over here. Well, it's not exactly what I wanted, is it? Oh man, I think that might be the end of the game. I don't see any moves that I can make, which is a shame. I really thought I was going to win this one. Let's see. I have a feeling if I had ace of hearts, I could have kept going. There was a point where I had to choose between the two nines, so I'm curious what I would have gotten if I had picked this one instead. A blackjack. Well, it's hard to know, isn't it? Split the deck and play again. Starting with the John D. Jack of Spades. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we also have the Omar Rodriguez, Ace of Clubs, and the Mattia Ferla, 4 of Diamonds. I'll start with the Ace. Now I have a 6 for the 7, and I can play the 7 on the 8. That gives me a black 9. I'll move the 8 over there. Wow, okay. I now also have the Tuna Fish, 87, 10 of Hearts. So I'll put the 9 on top of that. I can actually put this 10 on the John D. Jack of Spades over here. That gives me a black 10. I can also put the King in the open spot there. This black 3 can go on the Mattia Ferla, 4 of Diamonds. And now I have another red 7. So I'll get into my hand now. 3 card draw. Here's a black queen. I'll play it on the king. This black 5 I can play on the 6. Then I can move the 4 over the Mattia Ferla, 4 of Diamonds. Now here's a red queen. I'm going to play this stack on top of it. My second ace of the game, the Andrea TCB 14 Ace of Spades. This 2 I can play on the 3. Here's my third ace, the I'm Not Mike Ace of Diamonds. And the 2 of Diamonds. Perfect. just be looking for the ace of hearts. Here's a black king, I can play it over there. The Cuso, 3 of diamonds, I can play on the 2. And the Eduardo, Romo, 2 of spades, I can play up top. Now, that was 3 cards out, so it's a bit risky, but I think it's gonna pay off. I'm gonna move this 3 onto the Max Gunner, 4 of hearts, so I can play the Mattia Furla, 4 of diamonds up top, and see what's beneath this. Perfect, 2 of clubs. The Bopper, 9 of hearts. And a red 5. I can also now play this 8 on the Bopper, 9 of hearts. And move the Worcester, 7 of hearts on top of that. That reveals the Jack Walter, 8 of hearts. I guess I could put this 7 on top of that. And this 6 on the Worcester, 7 of hearts. The Ben Newton, Jack of hearts, I can play on the queen. The Mr. Rageaholic, 5 of spades, I can play. Oh, no, I cannot. I thought that was 6, but I cannot play this. Not yet. But what I can do is move this black 10 over, play it on the Ben Newton, Jack of hearts. That gives me another 5. I'll play the 5 of diamonds up top so I can see what's beneath it. It's a red queen. The jack I can play on the queen. This 3 I can play up top. And here's a 10 for the jack. What I really need right now is a black 4, so I can figure out what's underneath this 3. The Jimmy Jr., 6 of hearts, I'll play on the 7. But I'm not sure if that's gonna get me any closer to finding a black 4. Shoot. Yeah, I think I might be finished here. Okay, let's see. I can't play the Tyler Ray, 10 of spades. I can't play the jack, and I can't play the Sad Doge, 9 of diamonds. All I can do is bring the 5 back down, but that doesn't get me anywhere. I was missing the 2 black 4s, so I'm guessing they're stuck underneath here. There's one of them. There's the other. They're right next to each other. So that's what I was missing to win, unfortunately. this game with the sad Doge 9 of diamonds and the Jimmy Jr. 6 of hearts. I have a good feeling. I'll put the 6 on the 7, and that gives me the max gunner 4 of hearts. Now I'll get into my hand. Here's my first ace, the Andrea DCB14 Ace of Spades. And right behind that is the binged Ace of Hearts. I could play this 8 on the sad Doge 9 of diamonds. Put the 7 on top of it, and that frees up a space for this king. And that gives me the 2 of diamonds. Let's see what else we can find. Here's a queen for the king, a 5 for the 6. I need a blackjack. Here's a red 8 for the 9. This game is slowing down a bit. It's making me nervous. But I think there might be a black 7. Yes. So I can play the black 7 on the 8. Move the Jimmy Jr. 6 of hearts on top of that. And there we go. 2 of hearts, I can play that up top. Here's the blackjack I've been looking for so desperately. The Tommy, 4 of clubs. I'll play on the 5. And another king. Now I have a 10, a red 10 here. So I think I'm going to play that on the jack. That gives me a spot for the 9. A red queen for the king. A black 10. I could play this 9 on top of that. And beneath that is the Jack Walter 8 of hearts. Now the QSO 3 of diamonds I could play here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because then I could play the 2 of clubs on top of it. That gives me a black 8. Yikes. Whew, that's not good. I don't see any moves I can make out of my hand. And I don't see any moves I can make on the board either. Shoot. Unless I'm missing something, I think this game is finished. Oh, that's such a shame. If I switch to a 1-card draw, let's see if I can make this work. 6, 3, then I can play the 2, Jack 6. Blackjack. I can find out what's beneath this king. There, my third ace. That probably would have kept things moving. And there's my fourth. Dang. Another loss. This Upper Michigan deck is no joke. I have yet to win a game. I have to admit, I'm missing the Bermuda deck, because at least I could win a game with those cards. Here we go. Starting with Jimmy Jr. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why don't we start with the queen on top of the king? That gave me a red 5. I'll play that on the 6. Here's my first ace of the game, the I'm Not Mike ace of spades, or ace of diamonds, my mistake. Here's a 7. I can play the Jimmy Jr. 6 of hearts on top of that. Bring the 5 over. Now I have a spot for my king. And that gave me another king. The king of spades. So I'll start pulling from my hand now. I can play the popper 9 of hearts on top of the Tyler Ray 10 of spades. The Ben Newton Jack of hearts. I can play on the queen. Move the Tyler Ray 10 of spades over. That gives me another jack. He has a red queen for the king. Now I can play the jack on Here's the Dobby 4 of clubs. Perfect for the 5. This 8 can go on the 9. Move the 7 over. And that gives me another queen. I also have a black 8 for the popper, 9 of hearts. Here's my second ace, the Andrea TCB 14 ace of spades. A red 3 for the 4. I'm going to play the 2 of clubs on top of that. That gives me the max gunner, 4 of hearts. I'll play that on the 5. Put the 3 on top of it. Here's a red 10. A black king. I'll play the queen on top of that. Move that over. Here's a black 9. And a red 6. Oh, I realize I could have also played this black 9. But I can move this over here and find out what was beneath that king. It's the Mattia Furla 4 of diamonds. Okay. Well, I could play the Mr. Rageaholic 5 of spades on the 6. The 2 of diamonds can go up top. The Jack Walter 8 of hearts can go on the 9. Here's a red 7 for the 8. The Cuso 3 of diamonds can go up top. Now I have a red 2. I can play this 3 on the 4. Oh, I just realized I can move this 6 over. Sweet. So now I have the John D. Jack of spades. And the Worcester 7 of hearts. Okay. Here's a 6 for the 7. I could play this 5 here. Oh gosh. I'm not feeling too good about this ending. Oh man. What is going on? Why can I not win a game? I'm getting so close every time. I think I'm finished here. Gosh. I can't play the 10. Here, I'll put them up here. Can't play the 10. Can't play the 9, and I can't play the Jack. That's such a shame because I know the tuna fish 87 10 of hearts was right here. And I have to know if I had played it, what would I have gotten? The Eduardo Romo 2 of spades. I have to know. Okay, well, maybe I still would have been stuck. undefeated. I still have not won a game with the Upper Michigan deck. Maybe it's time to throw in the towel, at least for tonight. I will definitely be back at it tomorrow. I'm not a quitter. I just need to go to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like me to do more gum chewing videos, I'm happy to. I'm just running out of gum, so I'll have to go buy some. But let me know in the comments. And until next time, please remember that you are all kings and queens. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.